Hey Russ, thanks for sending your swing into the Golf Digest Challenge. My name is Mike Richards. I'm going to analyze your swing today, and I see you hit this shot was a low, and I think you've set a low hook. Russ, let me just show you your grip up close, and I think you've got a pretty good grip on the golf club. So I don't have any problems with that. I take a look at your swing. Now what you have to understand is what causes a hook. Well, the main cause of a hook is that club face is closed when it strikes the ball. Now what influences a club face the most? Well, obviously it's our hands. It's the only thing touching the golf club. So when I look at your club face, which is square, I look at your hands, looks like a pretty decent grip. I don't see anything out of the ordinary from here. And then I take a look at the swing in motion. As you swing the club back, when you get to the top of the backswing, let's take a look at the swing. And you know, there's a couple things I would probably fix here. Well, actually one big thing I'd fix here is not getting that left foot off the ground quite that much. However, when I see your club face is in a very square position at the top. So that's not causing your hook. So on your backswing, and I understand Jack Nicklaus made a great living lifting his heel, but he didn't lift it as much as you are. So let's try and keep that foot off the ground somewhat. You can move it a little bit, which is okay, or you can keep it flat on the ground. There's a little gray area here, and I could care less which way you do it, but just you've overdone it one way. So just a little bit off the ground would be great. Now, here's where your low hook comes in from. I'm going to take this club and swing it right down to impact. You have, Russ, loaded this club in a beautiful position. I really like that wrist angle. That has got much power loaded up in that swing. As you come down to hit it, you're starting to clear your lower body out of the way. Now, look at that club face. That club face is facing down and to the ground. So now you've made a loft of that club, probably about a 3-degree loft, and it's facing left. Now, I want you to look at something real closely here, Russ. I see still a good grip. So to me, how does that club get so shut and that grip look so good? Well, I want you to answer a question for me, and I'd like to look at your glove hand and how many gloves do you burn out and put holes in the heel pad of those gloves. To me, Russ, it's nothing more than a grip pressure problem on your downswing. You've got the club in too good a position everywhere in your swing to have a low hook going on. So there's got to be too light a pressure in your left hand and forcing it down with your right hand to shut that face over. So what I would ask you to do, Russ, is while you swing, look how square this face is right here, buddy. This is too good to hit hooks. I want to see the heel pad, and I want you to understand the heel pad of your left hand and the last 3 fingers of your left hand on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the tightest pressure. I want you to put it on the left hand a 5 to a 6. The right hand, I want no more than a 3. However, as you swing, make those stay consistently the same pressure. And what I think is happening in your swing is your right hand is violently trying to turn the face over, and your left hand is not remaining the club face square. Now, what is square? I want to go back to impact, and I want to show you some guys' swings. Let's see if I can pop up a model here. Even though this is an iron, I'm going to show you Sean O'Haire's swing. And I want you to see the club face through the strike. The club face is perfectly square through the hit. And I think you can see it when it exits out. Look at the divot it's taking. It's very square right there. It strikes the dirt. It remains very square right there. Now the ball's gone, and I know there's grass on the face, but the face is still square. Aaron Baddeley, I'm going to show you this wood. His club face is coming in square. Look at that club face. Look at your club face. Now, after contact, his club face is different than yours. His is de-lofted down to the ground. Yours is turned down to the ground. There's a big difference right there. Anthony Kim hitting an iron. Look at the club face after strike. It's fairly square right there. It's not turned down. So Russ, I think you have a very nice golf swing. One major problem. And if I had you as a student, the only thing I'd work on right now is having your left hand fingers control how square the face is. Russ, I just gave a lesson to a guy on last Friday, one of my regular students. And what we talked about was during this little box right here, and you're bringing that club down, how square can that club stay in that box? And those tour players do a very good job of doing it. But see, you're still in that box and your club face is closed down. You still want that face looking down the driving range or down the tee shot hole here. Right now, your club face is looking down to the ground. That's why you hit low hooks. As you finish the swing on up, you can see how your body moves right on through. So, Russ, I think you got one problem. That's a grip pressure problem with your hands. Control it more with your left than your right. Make your grip pressure consistent pressure. And why don't you resend me another video in a week or two after you work on this. Let's see how controlled the face looks through there. I want to see it very square. And if you can, Russ, take your shutter speed on this camera down to a sport mode or a higher shutter speed like 1/1000 or 1/2000. That way I can really capture a lot more frames per second exactly what that face is doing through the hit. Russ, good luck to you. Thanks for sending your Swing of the Golf Digest challenge and look forward to the next one.